morning, everybody. My name is Nicola, excuse me, and I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, it's great to have you, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming and spending some time with me once again today. So today it is Tuesday the 17th of January, and I thought that I would do a little stitch with me. Today it's Stitch With Me number 28, and I thought that we would have a look at my Realm of Middle-earth map, my Tilton crafts piece, which is this one. Sorry about the glare, my light's in the way, and I am currently working in sort of this area here. I've just come through the Mirkwood area, and I'm now hopefully going to come back into some nice blocky stitching, which will be good. I'm currently just over 26%. I've done a little bit of stitching this morning just to sort of set this one up, but I'm going to be doing some filling in whilst I chat with you today. So let's get zoomed in and focused. Oh. Just get sorry about this. Oh, this is a bit that actually takes the time, isn't it? Just getting ready to actually start to stitch. Okay, right, so I hope everybody is well. I have had a reasonable week. I'll say reasonable because there were some good bits and there were some not so good bits. So I had my birthday last week, and thank you to everybody who commented and wished me a happy birthday. It is much appreciated. I did get some money, which I will be using for, shall we say, stash enhancement. I have already bought something with that money, and I will share that with you on my next week's floss tube. I mean, I did say that I wasn't going to be spending this year, and that is still the case, but this is not, although it is my money, it's not my money because it's kind of gifted money, which I do want to spend on cross stitch. But yeah, I shan't be spending any of you know, my hard-earned on this hobby. Should be stitching mainly from stash. So I've seen some good progress this week on a couple of my projects. My heliotrope fairy is almost finished, which means when I've done my 500 full coverage, after that is completed, then I will be able to work on something that is close to a finish. So I should probably pick up Pandemic and try and get some more work in on that. This is the first time, I think, this year that I've had this pattern out. I've already done sort of 130 stitches today to sort of get into a place where I'm just filling in, really, which means it's easier to talk. Anyway, so my birthday. So I had a lovely day. I was spoilt by the girls. You know, the house was decked up with balloons and banners and so on, and had birthday cake and bags of presents and, you know, all kinds of things, from warm cosy socks to a lovely teacup and saucer, which I'm a big fan of. And we opted not to go out for a meal. We opted to stay in and, have some takeout, takeaway. I'll be honest, I weren't feeling going out. I've not had a great, I've had a bit of a challenging week in terms of my mental health, let's put it that way. And my mood has kind of dropped a little bit. But all I can do is just plod on, isn't it, really, I suppose. I spend time with my stitching. I've really struggled, actually. I mean, I've had quite a bad migraine over the weekend. I've had an eye migraine and I've had visual disturbances, and it's meant that seeing has been very difficult. So even though I have still stitched, it's not been as much because I've had to keep stopping. Because this is my relaxation, this is my therapy, but then the eye problem says you shouldn't be doing it, but I want to do it because it's my relaxation and my therapy. So very difficult. But anyway, and I think as well with having my stepchildren here, and when they are here, we stay downstairs and they take our bedroom. And sleeping downstairs doesn't do me any favours because it's not terribly comfortable. I took myself on a walk though with one of my children on, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Just to sort of get out of the house and blow the cobwebs off a little bit, which of course did help. So yeah, just sort of kept myself going, really. I didn't work yesterday because I still had the visual problems, and there's no point in trying to sit at a computer if you can't see it. So Rush, I'll be back at work today. But I figured, excuse me, before I go and log in, let's get this done. So Tuesday morning, the house is quiet. The cat is around. Everybody else is out. Andy has gone off filming somewhere after work. I don't know where. He doesn't tell me. I just expect him when I see him. Youngest at school, eldest at the kennels, middle at the boyfriends. It's a normal Tuesday here. Yeah, the quiet, between Tuesdays and Fridays, they're both quiet days. Hannah is usually not in on a Friday. Victoria tends to be in, but usually sleeping. And Lauren is at school. Oh, excuse me. That one snuck up on me. Oh, I had a mention in a video this week. Let's have a look. Who was that? I'm just going to look and see who it was. Flosstube I've not come across before, but she's obviously come across me, which is lovely. Where is it? Crafty Moonchild. And she was doing a sort of a whip parade finishes and, you know, um, kind of a stash parade. And I popped along and she was talking about my Maui princess. And I think I might use that for my stitch with me this week. Well, not this stitch with me, obviously, because I'm using Realm of Middle Earth. I mean my alternative stitch with me's. I still, you know, I'm not far away from 50% on my princess because I've worked on it a couple of days. I still have, as well as my 10 in 12 that I'm doing, the 10 projects over the 12 months. I still want to get something full coverage off my list, as it were. Maui Princesses, I think, is the next one on, you know, sort of the hit list, as it were, for it. I think I'm about 44% at the moment, which is good. I think if I wanted to finish it by the end of the year, I'd have to put in something like 4% a month. Which is about, I think, about 9,000 stitches or something daft like that. As it stands, I'm not going to get in that amount of stitches, so I don't think that's going to happen. But I am, excuse me, I still have a little bit of a frog, but I am going to try and make significant progress on her. Yeah, if you've not seen my Instagram, pop on over and have a look. My username on there is @simplyaStitcher. And I have posted some pictures of the heliotrope fairy on there. I've got a little bit more crisscrosses in the wing to do, and then I start on the back stitch. I've already done a little bit of back stitch because when I stitched in the block colour for her face, I didn't like how it looked, so I had to put in the back stitching and actually give her a face. So I did that. But yeah, it'll be done soon, which means that my first one of 10 will be completed within the month. And as I said, I'm gonna pick up Pandemic, I think, and because I've just got the bottom row on that to do, and sort of try and work away on it and get that one to a finish. This one is going to be a long-term project. I think this is my oldest project now. I'm pretty sure it's my oldest project. Certainly my oldest full coverage anyway. And with me being just over a quarter of the way done, this one's not going to be finished anytime soon. I will wait till my next floss tube to show you, but the new pattern that I bought is also Lord of the Rings themed. And I saw it on, I was just idly scrolling through Facebook on my birthday, actually. And I saw it and I'm like, yeah, I want that. Very quiet here. I love it when it's so peaceful like this. It's the kind of days I live for. And I get my peace and quiet. Yeah. Andy's officially sort of back out on the road now, properly with his channel. As I said, he's gone off filming today. Oh, he did get wet last week. One of the days he went filming, he come back in and he was literally soaked to the skin. We've had quite a wet January here, although today it's not wet, it's cold. Hannah, just before she left, told me that it was showing -3. So I haven't even looked out the window yet. Bit of haze, bit of frost. I'm kind of glad that I'm not travelling to go into an office. I don't like the cold weather. We Brits are never satisfied because we don't like the cold weather, but we don't like the hot weather either. I prefer it to be warm though than cold. I mean, one of the useful things that I got for my birthday was some extra thick, warm thermal socks, and my feet are in heaven with them. They really are. So let's do a little mark off. I think I've got quite a few of my projects now with different styles of stitching. This one is kind of cross country within a column. I've got Maui Princess and Envy, I suppose, which are take the uppermost empty square and use that thread until it's finished. I've got Snake Method, 2x1 tent stitch for my Aframov piece. My own version of typewriter method for a stitch in time. Ten by 10 square parking for the window of Christmas. I haven't done an extreme cross country because I don't trust myself to count for that. Having said that, the new piece that I bought has a large amount of black in it, so it would lend itself to extreme cross country quite well, I think. So I might have a look and consider extreme cross country for that one. Who am I? All of these different stitching ways, you know, from 10 by 10 stepped parked blocks to all of these different ways. It's, you know. Got a birthday coming up in this house again in March, the next one. That's Andy's. Don't know what to get him. Andrew said that he's already given me a couple of ideas of what he wants, so. More channel stuff, of course. Nothing for him personally. I don't know if you can hear the vehicles coming outside for the little school around the corner. And the kid is walking past. come on, through you go. That's it. It's not even bulky at the back of this. I have found that the tent stitching piece that I'm doing has got a little bit bulky at the back, but it's not unmanageably so, and I have been in a high confetti area and it's not been unmanageable, so I'll persevere. I use a Stitch Pal app to track based on the current rate when will I finish the piece, and so doing 2 or 3 sessions on a stitching shelf a week and 2 or 3 sessions on the Aframov piece a week. The stitching shelf will be finished in late 2026 and the Aframov piece won't be finished until 2030, which is quite a way away. So in time when some of my bigger projects are cleared and they come into rotation a bit more, should be looking at reducing those times. 2030 I'll be come on, I'll be in my mid-50s. Stitch Pal app's really good, you know, for being able to track your progress, and you know, because you can set an end date when you want to complete your project by, and it'll tell you how many stitches you need to put in a day to reach that goal. Or you can input, you know, these stitches over a few days or whatever, and then it will tell you that based on your current rate of stitching, you will finish it on this date, you know, this particular date. I found it very useful last year when I was challenged myself to do an average of 1,000 stitches a day, so, you know, 365,000 stitches, and I'd completed that by, I think, about the 12th or 14th of December, something like that. Let me have a look. 15th of December, and then I managed to put in probably about another 10 or 11,000 stitches to the end of the month. So I don't use it for all of my full coverage. I've just got the stitching shelf and my Aframov piece on it. I could put my others in if I wanted, but I just figured if I put in the biggest stuff in my yearly sort of stitch goal, because as I said, this year it's 500 stitches a day full coverage, and then the rest on other projects, or full coverage if I haven't got another project on the go that month, you know, or you know, like I finished it. So I'm tracking those on there. I do find it excuse me, very useful. I do forget to update it though some nights, and it's a good job actually. You can adjust the date that you stitched. But yeah, I mean, I'd certainly, recommend using it. I know it's on Android. I don't know about iOS. Um, but I know one or two other floss tubers who do use it as well. So yeah. I'm not going to be much longer, guys, because I was a bit late in starting this morning, having to wait for Hannah to get herself gone. She was I think she had a little bit of a sleepy start this morning. I also want to say thank you to the one or two new people that I've seen join, and for your comments. I've seen, one or two comments on some of the earlier videos that I did, and thank you very much indeed for commenting. Do like to read the comments. I also had a lovely message on Instagram from a lady who she was very complimentary about what I do, so it was really nice. It's lovely to get messages like that. Kind of makes it, not that it's not worthwhile anyway, because this is always worthwhile to me, but it kind of makes it like doing the videos are worthwhile. And it's just nice that, people like to watch and to see what I'm doing. I'm just blown away. Anyway, if you aren't following me on Instagram, you can do so. And if you're just watching this video but are not yet subscribed on here, please do so. It doesn't cost anything to hit that button. And if you press the notification bell, it'll let you know when I upload a new video. I am at the moment on a twice a week schedule. There will be some weeks that I won't be able to upload. I know I've got a couple of weeks this year where Andy's children will be spending some time with us, so the chances of me filming a video are pretty much nil, unless Andy takes them out somewhere. Because of them being, I'm. It's really strange because I don't mind putting my videos out for people to see, but I'm quite self-conscious of people watching me do them. I've just about got used to Andy sometimes being in the background when I'm doing a floss tube, although that doesn't happen often now. But certainly having two children who potentially would not know to stay quiet while I'm filming, it's going to create some difficulty. And also I do have some time, I think it's next month in February, when me and Andy are actually away. We're away filming for his channel, so potentially on that week there may not be a video unless I can prepare a couple of stitches with me in advance and put them out, just to keep some sort of content coming for you guys. So yeah, usually twice a week I upload a video. I update my Instagram on a fairly regular basis, not necessarily every day, but most days I try and put something on there, even if it's just to direct you to YouTube where I've got a video out. I know that I do get, a few people coming through from Instagram, which is great. Thank you very much. If you are one of my Instagram friends, followers. I'm going to complete this square and then call it a day at that, because I do have to get ready for work. My hair is like a bird's nest. I'm not dressed yet. I just want to sit and stitch all day, but of course I can't because I have to work. And I want to work. I'd like to stitch every day and not have to work again, but unless I win the lottery, that ain't going to happen. Even then I'd have to go halfway and buy a ticket. Oh, excuse me, hiccup snuck up on me there. Have I missed a stitch there? I think I have. That's okay. That's okay. It'd be nice just to be able to sort of put in some block stitching rather than, see it as a confetti heavy stitch with me. When I do those, it really does sort of limit how much I can stitch. And of course, if I'm trying to chat as well, I'm always best to do something that's a bit blocky, because otherwise I lose where I am. That's not difficult to do. And I mean, I love obviously having pattern keeper, because it does keep me very much in the right place. So for example, this stitch here that's not filled in is still showing as a blank on my pattern keeper, so it's not going to get forgotten. But yeah, so almost there. Couple more, well, 5 more stitches, and then that square will be complete and we'll have a tot up. But if you, thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for coming in and spending the time. I've not had a lot to talk about, which is, normal for me. I don't think since I did the Know Your Needle Worker, I've not had sort of much to talk about. I don't talk about work. I don't talk about family an awful lot. Just, that you know, what our plans are and stuff. But yeah, I could do with some more subjects, I think. Anyhow. So let's have a tot up. About 150 stitches done. Let's just zoom out. So you can see we're a good way down this column now, filled in. But yeah, very much enjoying this piece. So that's all from me, guys. Thanks for being here, and as ever, take care, happy stitching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.